Hi everyone, welcome to Everyday, your daily stop for virtual reality content. My name is Dee, and today we are checking out Vox Machinae, which is a giant robot battle simulator for the Oculus Rift Development Kit 2. Now, I have been featuring a lot of content for Gear VR lately, and I think that mobile VR is very exciting and it offers a lot of new possibilities that I want to explore, but I don't want to forget about PC virtual reality because PC has massive horsepower on it that can drive rich and detailed graphics even at high resolutions and high frame rates, which mobile VR just cannot do yet. And even though it is tethered to my PC by this wire, which limits my ability to use it in public places or to turn around multiple times, like 1080 degrees, without winding my wire around myself. Nevertheless, I think that they both definitely have a role to play in the coming VR revolution, and this is a great demo for demonstrating the potential of PC VR because it has it has really rich and detailed and gritty graphics. It takes place on these alien planets. You're in this giant robot cockpit that feels really dirty and realistic, like it's like really old and kind of falling apart a little bit. So I think it's a great demo to take advantage of the advantages of PC virtual reality. This game is created by a very small development studio out of Vancouver called Space Bullet Dynamics Corporation. Don't be misled by the name corporation. They are actually just made of about they say at least two full-time developers who are veterans of the industry. That's how they describe themselves. They were founded in 2010. And they've created one game before this, which was not a virtual reality title. It was called Signal Ops. Signal Ops was a game where you're in a control center monitoring spies who are going about various espionage missions and directing them through their goals. And this is a game where you are fighting on alien planets with giant robots. So they've taken a little turn into a different genre, but I think they're doing a great job so far, and I can't wait to show it to you. So, without further ado, let's get into Vox Machinae, Voice of the Machine. Alright, here we are in Vox Machinae. We are already in a very cool environment. This is kind of a grid made of light, all these pulses going around us. And this is just the calibration screen at the beginning. It says sit relaxed and press both the shoulder buttons on your gamepad. So we are going to be using our Xbox 360 gamepad to play this game. So I'm going to sit, look straight forward, hit my shoulder buttons. Calibrate. There we go. And now it's time. There's the Space Bullet logo. It's time. Oh my gosh, I'm on an alien planet. Whoa! And now, we're at the logo screen. I love good virtual reality menu and logo screens like that because we're actually like the alien planet's still there on the other side of the logo, as you can see if you lean from side to side like that, which is very, very cool. And I love logo screens that put you in an environment and let you look around rather than just being a fixed picture hanging in space. All right. So there are two options. The tutorial is A and the mission is B. I'm going to start with the tutorial, then I'm going to go on to the mission. I've never completed the mission in this game, so we're going to see if I can complete it in this video. I'm not that optimistic about it. Tutorial time.
Loading VR training program. I will instruct you in grinder operation procedures. Press the view button to open your grinder's blast shield.
The AI in this game has a very disconcerting voice. I don't know what to make of it. It kind of...
Press the view button to open the shield.
It kind of wavers like that. It's a little bit weird, but, you know, it's a style. Alright, I'm going to press my B button
Press the view button
to open the shield.
to open the Beautiful.
There we
I will
go.
look at that landscape all day. Steer your grinder left and right with the left stick. Try turning all the way around.
I love how it starts out and you feel like you're in this very small cockpit environment.
Using the left stick.
I'll get to it. And then you open the thing and you're looking across this vast field in front of you and suddenly you're in this huge space. I love how they do that.
Using the left stick.
Alright, let's get turning. Okay, turn left. Turn left. Let's do it.
Turn around using the left stick.
I did it!
Good work. Your skills now rival those of a chimpanzee.
Shut up.
Adjust your grinder's throttle by pushing the left stick forwards and backwards.
Okay, gonna adjust the throttle.
Now you're moving. To stop, push in the left stick.
Okay.
That was the best button pressing I've seen. In the last 5 minutes, press left trigger to fire your laser.
Okay, so this is the throttle. I push it forward, and I can see it move forward in the UI.
Fire the laser with left trigger.
And I can pull it backwards to walk backwards. Or I can press the button in to stop it right in the middle. I'm not sure how I feel about that control. It's kind of typical cockpit controls for a game like this, but I don't know, I kind of prefer games where you just move the stick and you let go of the stick to stop moving. It would be a little bit more natural. But maybe they want to make it feel a bit more like you're controlling something rather than walking yourself. Anyway, I need to fire my lasers.
Fire the laser with left trigger. The laser is a precise weapon. Good for targeting.
Take that, cube.
Location on your enemy. Press right trigger to fire your missiles.
I like how there's these dirty bars in the cockpit, and they give you this really feeling like it's a real cockpit. But you can also move your head to look around them if you need to, because you have positional tracking. So those features work well together. Okay, time to fire my rockets.
Fire missiles with right trigger. Missiles damage everything in their blast radius, including yourself.
Stop!
Firing weapons generates heat. Heat dissipates over time. If overheating, firing your weapons could trigger a temporary shutdown.
Where's my heat
Hold
shown?
the A button to activate jump jets.
Hold on. Where does it show my heat? I need to figure this out.
To use jump jets, hold
Okay.
the A button.
Those are my rockets, those little blue blips right there. And I can empty them out. And then they have to refill. But where's my heat?
Jump jets, hold down the A button.
I don't see. Whatever. It's time to jump. They make a good use of positional audio in this.
To use jump jets, hold
Like if
down
I
the
turn
A
like
button.
this, I hear the AI talking on my left-hand side. It's coming right from that panel, like it should. And I crashed the game. So let's go ahead and restart it. Okay, that was like the second time that I've managed to crash this game. They obviously need a little bit of work in the reliability
To use
department,
jump jets, hold
but
down
I'm
the A
confident
button.
that they can work those out before they do the full version of the game. I'm actually hoping that I will get my hands on the full version of the game when it's released, because
To use jump jets,
they are
hold down
giving
the A
away
button.
3 free copies every week to anyone who makes a YouTube video of it. So if you want to get a free copy of the full version of Vox Machinae, make your own
Use
YouTube
jump
video
jets,
and
hold
tweet it
down
at
the A
them,
button.
and you will have a chance of winning a copy. They're going to have an upgrade system, and they're going to have different alien planets to fight on, lots of cool
To
stuff
use
like that.
jump jets, hold
So I
down the
definitely
A
recommend
button.
it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit my A button. There we go.
Up and away. Fuel
Whee!
is limited, but regenerates
Flying!
over time. The left stick lets you maneuver
Oh, I can
in
see
the
my
air.
shadow down there. That is so
Directional
cool.
techniques, lateral movements. Try jumping on top. Congratulations. You are not terrible. An enemy grinder is now below you. Destroy it.
Okay, there's an enemy now. I have to take out the enemy. So I just jumped up on top of here. You can actually steer your grinder while it is in the air, which is cool because, like, I mean, in every game ever, you can steer while jumping. But in this game, there's actually a plausible reason why you can steer while jumping, because you have rockets attached to your robot. Let me see. Where is that thing?
Destroy
There it
the enemy
is.
grinder.
I see you. I see you. Let's fly over there a little bit. Whoopsie. Take that. Laser in the face. It's interesting how it makes kind of these cartoon explosions with these 2D
Enemy
decals.
grinder destroyed.
It's an interesting aesthetic.
Complete training mission 1 of 84. You are now ready for combat.
Alright, it's time for my mission. Let's do it.
Welcome to Planet Topaz 07. Ambient temperature 341 Kelvin. System functioning within specifications.
It's kind of weird how
Incoming
I can...
message from command. New orders.
New orders.
Search the desert for missing friendly grinder unit. Use caution. Enemy units have been spotted in the area.
Okay, so I have to go find my friend here on this alien planet. It's kind of weird how I can actually move my ship before... I can move my robot before I've even opened the blast shield, so I can't actually see where I'm going. But I like that they have the blast shield because it gives you this great sense of wonder and discovery when you open it up and see where you are. So let's take a look. Where are we? We're on an awesome alien planet, that's where we are. Look at this, just look around at this amazing scenery. There's just, I love how it recedes so far into the distance and you have all this detail across the ground, all these hills and mountains. There's a little bit of pop-in as you walk around of the small rocks and stuff on the ground. And and there's actually limits to how far you can go. There's the demo limits. You can see them up there. Those you cannot go past that point in the demo, but presumably they're going to allow you to roam around this whole area in the full version of the game. So I'm really looking forward to that. And they managed to make it feel very large, even though the amount of it that you can wander over is not actually that big. Okay, let's go. I need to head towards my friend over there. I hope that's my friend, because...
Enemy detected.
Okay, well, they're on fire, so I kind of hope that's not my friend, but I know they are. Alright. So I'm flying. I'm gonna fly over to this guy. Flying is the fastest way to get around, definitely. But it's also a little bit dangerous, because you can fly right into enemies. I'm not clear if I damage my mecha when I have a rough landing like that, or if it's actually totally okay. And I love the feeling of, like, my favorite thing, my absolute favorite thing about this demo is how when you turn your head from left to right, the cockpit follows your head, but it does it with a delay. It does it slowly. And so you feel like this mecha is tracking your eyes and following which way you look, but there's a latency to it. Ah! I see you. And because there's a latency, I mean, you would expect there to be a latency in real life because it takes a lot of energy and a lot of it takes a lot of energy to move a giant robot around. And so even with a heavy-duty engine, you expect there to be some delay in catching up with your controls. And it manages to feel excellent. And it manages to feel reasonably fluid while still feeling very much like you're controlling a giant robot and not like you literally are the giant robot. Okay, let's go ahead here. And I love the sounds. They did a great job with the sound design, just making all the sounds come from the right place. If I fire my rockets, they come from my right-hand side. Everything has positional audio. The laser comes from the left-hand side. I can hear them on the left and the right. I can hear my AI coming from the AI panel. Here's my friend. Not looking so hot.
Friendly unit identified. Submitting report to command. Warning. Warning. Enemy grinder units incoming.
I hope somebody comes to rescue me if I screw up here. So here come the enemies. Gotta look around for them. As far as I know, there's not really like a radar or anything in this game, so you just have to kind of look around for the enemies. Okay, that. And like I said, I have not won this mission yet. It's actually quite difficult. There we go. One down. Okay, over there is a bigger robot. Did I not kill you? Why is that thing not falling? Oh, it's falling over very slowly. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use my rockets now to get over to this guy. Coming for you. When you land, sometimes your robot falls over and you have to get up, which is a nice touch. Kind of, it creates a natural disincentive to just flying everywhere all the time. There we go. Alright, there should be one left, maybe two left. Okay, this guy's coming for me. Oh my god, this one's big. This one's really big. Why is my laser not working? Did he knock out my... Oh god, he knocked out my arm. Okay, let's do this. Okay, my laser's out of commission, but I still have rockets. So I can survive this. Let's do it. Yeah! Take it! Awesome.
Enemy grinder approaching from high altitude.
From high altitude? Holy shit. Oh, they're coming out of the sky now. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna get my ass over there. I'm gonna face it. It's very cool how they come down from the sky like that. You really feel like robots are attacking from space. I still have no laser because the earlier robot took out my laser. There's no way to repair that. Maybe in the future I'll be able to repair it between missions or something. But I'm still alive, so I can take this guy. And I'm overheating. There we go. No problem.
All clear. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Woohoo!
Thanks for playing the Vox Machinae VR demo.
I did it! I did it! I finally beat it! I took out all those robots. My robot was half dead, and I defeated them. There's so much cool stuff in this demo. Let me go back into that mission so I can show you. Like,
welcome to Planet
I love how you can open the blast shields and reveal the world, and you can actually reclose the blast shields at any time. I think in the future, they're going to use this as a mechanic so you can actually protect yourself from rockets by closing your blast shields, which is a nice touch because you can then trade off visibility and defense. And I love how there's dirt on the windshield so that you can actually see the windshield in front of you. And it feels like a real windshield on an old dirty robot. I love how they make the robot feel like really old in general, like it's been heavily used for many years. The animation of the robots against the surface of the planet looks pretty natural. I don't see a lot of them clipping through the surface, which is a tough feat when you're dealing with complex terrain like this. Let's see if I can land on top of this rock here.
Enemy detected.
It's kind of weird how slowly I fall down, even when I'm not using my rockets. Maybe this planet doesn't have a lot of gravity. I don't know why. But yeah, I love the terrain. I love how gritty and realistic everything feels. And despite that, everything is still very smooth. There's no jaggy edges. Everything looks nice and highly anti-aliased. It's a little bit weird how the explosions have those 2D decals, which feel a little bit out of place among all the other gritty, realistic graphics. I like the laser a lot. The laser is very easy to use, and it creates those nice effects when it touches things, and you can use it at a distance. And the rockets you have to lead with, so they're a little bit more difficult to use, but they seem to do more damage. So there are a lot of great trade-offs already being built into the gameplay. There's definitely a lot of good game design going into this, and I think that's very cool. And the tutorial was very well done. They took you through each of the controls one at a time and led you through it in a very natural progression. And they actually, if you tried to use the controls before they teach you how to use them, they won't let you do that, which is good, so that you have the ability to not mess yourself up and get confused before you get to that point. I think I've used up my battery. One thing that does annoy me about it is I don't fully understand what all these panels indicate. Like, I know those are my rockets and that they refill. And I know that this probably indicates my own robot and its health, but when I'm looking at an enemy robot, it seems to get replaced by the enemy robot. I don't know how to see my own health then. I don't know where the battery is. Oh, there it is. I think that's the battery over there. That bar over there. Yeah, I think that is. And then I run out. And then I have to fall down. It's very slowly. Oh, and it actually uses the battery to move around in the air as well. Oh, I didn't notice before that you actually have that impact meter that appears as you're approaching the ground, so that you know the thrust so you don't hit the ground too hard. Can that damage my robot a lot? Let's have a look. If I fall down as fast as I can, am I going to damage my robot? Let's find out. And boom. They actually, you guys can't tell this, but they make really effective use of the rumble pack on the Xbox 360, or the controller rumble. Like when you land or when you shoot rockets, you can feel it. You can feel it rumbling when you thrust up in the air. And even though, I mean, that's very simple, and you can only feel the vibration in your hands, so it's not as good as, say, having like one of those seat vibrators, like the butt kicker, on your chair, so that you can actually feel in your whole body the vibrations. But it definitely helps to convey the feeling of being inside a giant robot, that the robot is vibrating when it's as the power surges through it, and as you collide with the terrain inside it and so on. You would definitely feel some big vibrations in real life if you were to do those things. I feel like this terrain is a bit difficult to use. Like there's no... Ow! I feel like this terrain's a bit difficult to use. Like there's no big plateaus that my robot can easily stand on. And I feel like if there were more of those, it would help, because I would be able to fight from on higher. Maybe I'm intended to just fight on the flat plane. But it's a very well polished demo. I have this nice avatar. I have the graphics look great in general. Lots of gritty, realistic graphics. The feeling of moving your head left and right and having the mech move behind you just a little bit feels really great. Makes it feel like you really want a giant robot to feel like you're really operating one. Together with the dirty glass that makes you feel like you're really looking through this glass all the time. And they say in the full version they're going to have upgrades. They're going to allow you to fight on other planets. And hopefully they're going to have a lot. Maybe they'll even have multiplayer. That would be awesome. Can you imagine being able to walk up to a friend who's in one of these giant robots and like wave at them in the other cockpit and see them over there, and you can fire your lasers at them. You can fly up in the air and assault them in the air. That would be really, really cool. They did not say that they are going to include that, but I hope they will include some multiplayer, because that would be a lot of fun in a giant robot game like this. Yeah, this is Vox Machinae, and I hope you have enjoyed it. Next time, I have not figured out what I'm going to do yet. Let me know if you want to see another DK2 demo. Let me know if you want to see a Gear VR demo. And
friendly unit identified. Submitting.
Let me know if you want to see more development tutorials. I'm definitely down with doing more of those, showing you how to build your own games. It's totally possible to build a game now for either DK2 or for Gear VR completely free. You do not need to buy any software to do it. You can do it with Unity free, and it offers if you want to get started with VR development right now, that's a great way to do it, so that by the time you've gotten more experience under your belt, you'll be able to move on to the pro version of that same software. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what everybody builds for these platforms. And Vox Machinae is a great game, and I'm hoping I get my hands on a free copy of the full version, because I really want to check it out. That is all for today. Everybody have a great every day.